Hello, everybody, and
Ladies and
welcome back
gentlemen,
to Blast from the Past.
fasten your seatbelts. They've been sitting there for fucking a half hour.
Dude, the power of the sun
In the palm of my hand. We're in this the fucking whole episode.
As always, I'm Josh Rewind.
Let me bring New York civilians to a small loft and ignite the sun 5 feet away. Dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, listen to me, all right? I'm tired of people saying that this movie is brilliant. Some of the writing in this is bonkers. I'm just going to say, you know what? First of all, hello everyone. Go ahead and do your intro. I'm sorry.
I'm still Josh Rewind. I already said it.
I'm Joe Nostalgia. Welcome to Blast from the Past. Another wonderful episode of Blast from the Past.
Take the fucking goggles off.
They're staying on.
Take the fucking goggles off.
There's a spike. It'll soon stabilize. All right, I'm done.
Take the
Don't look at me like that. I probably just woke up.
So as you can all probably tell, today's episode is Spider-Man 2. It's been a year.
Yeah, it has.
It's been a year since the first episode, so why not celebrate with the sequel to the, Spider-Man 2.
Everybody says this is the best one. I still think the first one is. I still think that the first one.
This one is just, it's like really, really good though. Like Doc Ock is such a great villain, and the fact that they were able to take a villain like Doc Ock and actually make it work on the big screen in 2004, when superhero movies were so used to being corny and campy. You think a villain like that would be the most campy and most corny fucking thing to ever see on live action screen. And they made him fucking scary.
And to think that a lot of the times the arms are not CGI.
They're practical 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Which you want to know something else that I found out?
Yeah, please. That
whole first scene with the doctors where he fucking murders all of them.
It was all fucking what? Go on. I forget. Want to say
that
was
all
a real
test. That was a test like thing for the arms. Like they were like, okay, let's see how much we can do, and it ended up being so fucking good that they were like, all right.
That's probably my favorite Doc Ock scene,
dude. And it's straight up like Evil Dead. Like it's so scary.
Dude, I was gonna say that's Sam Raimi going back to his horror roots, man.
Yeah, and like there's even an Evil Dead reference during that scene.
What's the reference?
The dude with the chainsaw, his arm gets severed.
Really?
Yeah, apparently his arm gets severed. Like I read so much fucking little factoids about this movie to talk during this episode. I had so much.
The fucking guy with the chainsaw is the armed robber from fucking 1.
Oh, the one that fucking kills Uncle Ben?
Yeah. That's John Papa John. That's his actual name.
That's right. I forgot his name.
It's like Tom Papa John, Tim Papa John. I don't know. It's fucking something like that. But that's
John Papa John.
Yeah. Trying to think of the name that they gave him in 3. It was like Kurt something. I don't know. But yeah. Sorry.
Who cares?
Go on. I fucking spoke over you. I'm sorry.
But yeah, like the doctor's arm gets severed and it's holding the chainsaw. Ash loses his hand in The Evil Dead.
Oh,
and he replaces it with a chainsaw.
So when his hand lands on the floor with the chainsaw, it's off.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Wow. I thought he like just fell and his
that's what I always thought too. And then when I read that, I was just like, oh shit.
Whoa.
The novelization for this fucking movie, like apparently like the novelization during that scene, he fucking like it's so much fucking crazier. Like it's even more scary than the movie was. Like hard to fucking think of, right?
Dude,
he disembowels somebody in the book.
Well, what does that mean again? I'm fucking not the best with words here.
Disembowel. You know, I'll get the exact definition for you.
So you tossed
spread the facts regular.
So you tossed that
I know, but
out.
I don't want to say the wrong thing right now.
Toss that word out, not even knowing what it meant.
Oh, He cuts open somebody's stomach and rips their organs out.
Oh, that would have got an R rating.
Oh, definitely.
That would've got
100%.
R
Right
rating.
off the bat. They would have
see-
looked at that and been like,
I see why
okay,
they
so-
fucking cut it. I see why that was cut.
Dude, while we're talking about Doc Ock, let's talk about how he was originally supposed to be in the first movie.
Yes, there was originally going to be two villains, and then Sam and Avi Arad both decided early on, like, let's just keep it one villain. Let's keep it simple. Plus, he really liked the father-son element that Norman and Peter had. And
So they did it again with
I
Doc
was just
Ock.
gonna say it. I was just
So
gonna say
they
it.
did.
And then they did it again. It's so stupid.
Ugh.
It really is.
Dude, like, I fucking love Alfred Molina as Doc Ock. Like, the fact that he's returning to the MCU.
Yeah, let me fix my light here. I'm sorry. Yeah, dude. You can keep talking. I'm sorry.
Dude, the fact that he's returning to the MCU was beautiful because that was all like when I was a kid, I didn't really care that they killed off the villains because I'm like, okay, yeah, they got to put him down. But it's like I always wanted to see more of Molina's Doc Ock.
Yeah,
I want to see him in like the iconic suit.
Yeah, see, I was like, as a kid, it didn't really matter, but as an adult, it's like they really didn't give them any possibility to form a team afterwards. It was just kill villain, kill villain, kill villain. It's like they're giving him no way to come back to form
Yeah.
either fucking.
You want to hear something crazy about?
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish.
No, that's fine.
Finish.
The Sinister Six, Joshua.
So the novelization, his death is crazier.
Really? See, I own it. I haven't fucking read it, so I
I
don't know
need to
what they
borrow
do.
it because I want to read it really bad.
I fucking have all of them.
Dude, you want to know? Do you know how he dies in the movie? He dies like he drowns in the water.
Yeah, a very noble death.
In the book, the tritium, the sun thing, boils him alive. And his
Whoa.
fucking dude, you know how
Wow.
he wears you know why he wears the goggles? Because obviously it's too bright.
Yeah.
He goes blind and his eyes fucking melt.
Sam Raimi was really tapping into the horror
Sam
roots, man.
Raimi is fucking crazy, dude.
Dude, Sam Raimi, man, dude.
Dude, the fucking sun boiled him alive, and that's how he dies in the book.
Yeah, the same thing that he ignited in an NYC loft in front of 30
Yes.
fucking civilians 5 feet away.
Yeah. Dude,
You think that's scary? Do you want to talk about the script, the old script that they almost did,
the Michael Scheiban script.
that you and I read and we were blown away by? I read that whole
Zombie Doc Ock.
No, it's just his body, the stuff that the fucking metal that the arms are made of, like they're slowly rotting away his like body.
Mm.
And fuck,
Slowly
dude,
rotting away his body while he's trying to bang Mary Jane.
dude, that script. I read all, dude, and you know scripts, they're like almost 200 pages. I read the
Yeah.
whole thing in one sitting, and fucking
So did I.
Yeah, you did too. And I remember afterwards, I was like, why do I like that a little bit more? I love
Because
that
it was
script.
just so out there.
It was really scary, and I love how the powers going away for Peter was his choice. Because for context, Doc Ock creates a chip in the fucking movie where it's supposed to cancel out mutations or powers. I think he says mutations, so I think that was an X-Men kind of reference.
Mm.
But it's supposed to cancel out any kind of power or anything, and Peter steals the chip because he decides to not be fucking Spider-Man anymore. He steals the chip and puts the chip in himself.
Yeah.
So I kind of dug
And then
how,
he has
like,
to take it out of himself.
yeah, there's a scene later on where he has to gouge it out with a knife. I just liked the idea of the powers going away is his choice, not just, oh, I'm kind of depressed, so now I can't spin a web.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it's
I don't
just
know.
like, why?
And then the ending was fucking bonkers.
I actually don't remember the ending.
The ending, it's kind of Superior Spider-Man-esque, whereas he needs pieces of Peter's body to keep going because his body's beginning to rot away due to the legs. So at the end, I'm pretty sure he was gonna steal Peter's body, because I remember there's a part where he shaves him bald, so like he freaking shaves
That's
all his
right.
head, and I think he was gonna insert his brain into Peter's. It was very superior, like Spider-Man esque. Dude,
I
was
wonder if they got the
blown
idea
away.
from Superior Spider-Man.
They fucking might have. Again, I skimmed it last night to remember some parts, but dude, I was blown away by that script, and just the fact that the AI and you actually hear the arms talking in his brain in that script.
That's another thing about the novelization. I think it shows
like says
you
what they're saying. Yeah. In that script, they would actually talk, and over the course of the film, they were taking over more and more of Doc, to the point where, like, by the end when he spoke, his voice had like a layer of like a robotic voice.
Voices, that's right.
It was like a layered, yeah, dude. You want to talk about scary? That script, if they made that would have been probably, in my opinion, the most unique fucking Spider-Man movie ever.
Dude, it would have been a fucking hard R. And it was the fact that there was like a love triangle between him, Peter, and MJ.
Didn't they want Edward Norton to fucking play that role? Or was that for one?
There were quite a few people that they wanted for Doc Ock.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm fucking
the
all
obvious
I'm
one.
All ears.
The obvious one, Arnold Schwarzenegger. We've heard that.
That would have kept the German fucking part of his story. I love that.
He's Austrian.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Doc Ock has his accent and shit.
Don't
fucking get
David Duchovny.
Technical on me. David Duchovny.
Yeah.
I would have liked that, but
I would have loved that.
I think Bruce Banner would have been a lot better though for him.
Yeah.
We talked about that in Hulk. I think he would have been a great fucking Banner.
Here's the crazy one.
I'm fucking all ears.
Robert De Niro.
Oh my God. Dude.
They approached Robert De Niro at one point to be Doc Ock. Could you imagine?
Look at me, huh? I am Dr. Otto Octavius. Dude, fuck that.
Peter.
Fuck that. Frankenstein was enough for him. I watched that movie like 12 years ago. That's a gross movie, man. No, way longer than that.
While we're still talking about Doc Ock, do you know how much weight was on Alfred Molina's body?
With all the fucking arms, I can't even imagine.
100 pounds. Could you imagine having to walk around with 100 pounds on your fucking back?
Well, I mean, I fucking walk around with 280 on me. I mean, I don't fucking know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey.
I thought you were gonna say a way larger number. I was expecting.
No,
like
but it's like, imagine his own body weight plus 100 pounds of metal on your back.
With those things just hanging on you.
Yeah.
And you're fucking probably like leaned back and shit.
Fucking crazy.
There's a part I wanted to bring. Oh yeah. They originally wanted not only Doc Ock in 2.
They wanted Black Cat and the Lizard.
And they were gonna, at the very end, show Harry like making his suit to be the fucking new Goblin. And it's crazy because the game kind of exposes that, because Black Cat is in the game.
Yep.
And the Lizard was supposed to be in the game, and he's even in the first teaser that they showed at E3 in 2003. But then I
didn't know he was in the teaser.
Yeah, dude, the early teaser for that game is nuts because it's still the animation from 1. It's like that, like remember how the cutscenes looked in 1?
Mm-hmm.
It was that same type of animation.
That's fucking cool.
And they showed the Lizard, and then he ended up being cut from the game due to time restraints.
And then they put him in the third one.
Yeah, and then in that game for 2, there's still a little Easter egg to him. When you go into Peter's house in the game, above his desk, there's a few photos of the fucking sewer. And there's like a note on the wall that says like, some things can't happen. I don't know. It was just like an Easter egg showing like, hey, we almost had him in this game.
Dude, that's fucking...
Yeah.
That's awesome. You know that in one of the scripts, like they originally planned to have Harry put a hit out on Spider-Man?
Yeah, which that would have been cool, but it's like I don't know. Harry's fucking Harry's kind of annoying in 2.
He's annoying in 2, so is Mary Jane.
It's like yeah,
intolerable.
Will get to her because I have some stuff to say about her too. But for Harry, it's like I understand your pain, but it's like he's like, oh hey Pete, happy birthday. Hey, so how's fucking Spider-Man doing? It's like, all right, dude, it's my fucking birthday. You wanna?
It's like I take photos. It's like I just take photos of the guy. Can we just be friends?
It's like, hey, bro, I got bills to pay.
Hmm.
Like, either you offer me a job or I gotta keep taking this guy's photos. Which is why I like the new animated series, because in that series, Harry does offer him a job. So it's like, but in 2, it's like, hey, I don't like that you do that. It's like, are you gonna pay my rent?
Yeah, it's like Oscorp pays the bills. How about you fucking
you-
pay mine?
Pay my bills. Exactly.
Yeah.
Man.
You know how Peter has that small fucking apartment?
Yes.
Do you know whose idea it was?
No.
Tobey Maguire.
Really?
He came up with the idea of him having like a small ass apartment himself because he's like, this kid can barely like afford anything, so he should have an apartment that's like this.
Yeah, but even that apartment's probably like $1,000 a month
Probably.
in fucking New York. Oh my god,
Dude,
Mr. Ditkovich.
Mr. Ditkovich, I have
Look.
ears like a cat and eyes like a rodent.
If your promises were crackers, my daughter would be fat.
Hi, Pete, and she burns herself.
Dude, she goes hi Pete and then throws the spatula at the fucking pan and then it just bursts into flames. It bursts into flames. And then she's just smacking it out.
Oh, Jesus. That's great.
You know something, dude? I haven't watched 2 in a while. I haven't watched a Raimi Spider-Man movie in a while. And I waited till earlier to watch it because I wanted it to be fresh. And I gotta say, man, when that first note hits, when the intro starts, kind of emotional, man. No, and plus it's just this movie, Spider-Man 2 was the first Spider-Man movie I ever saw out of fucking theater. So like, as soon as I heard that note, I was like, oh my god, I haven't watched Spider-Man 2 in probably a year. I haven't watched 2 in a long time.
It's really good that you brought up the fucking music because Danny Elfman, this movie caused him and Sam Raimi worked together so many fucking movies. Like Danny Elfman was Sam Raimi's like go-to guy. They had a falling out during this movie.
Is that why he didn't come back for 3?
Yep.
Wow.
He even had like the guy who did the music for 3. He had him come and re-record some music for the second one.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, they had like a big falling out, I guess, and fucking Danielle. I don't even know what happened, but he was like, the Sam Raimi I knew was not on that set. He's like, he said that he became like a completely different person. And
yeah, but
the guy who was interviewing him was like, would you work with him again? And he said, not if I have anything to do with it.
Yeah, but do you think it was Raimi, or do you think that's when Avi and
no, he said
Sony
he specifically said Raimi.
Jesus Christ, man.
He was like, because they were like, oh, something was like, oh, was Sam like around when all of that was going down? He was like, oh, Sam wasn't there. He was there, but it wasn't the Sam Raimi that I know.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. But I guess they hashed it out because they worked together for Oz the Great and Powerful.
Okay.
And then Danny Elfman's coming back for Doctor Strange.
I remember, didn't they announce that like just last week or something? Dude.
Mm-hmm.
How is Oz fucking great in the whatever it's called? I haven't seen it.
Beats me. I don't really care. I don't care enough to watch it.
It's a
like, I know
prequel to
that
the
happens
Wizard
in
of It's a prequel to the Wizard of Oz because god damn it, everybody was asking for that.
Yeah, everybody.
This movie has my favorite cameo of all time, and I think you know who.
Is it Bruce? Is it not Bruce Campbell? No.
Joey Coco Diaz, man.
That's right.
Joey motherfucking Diaz.
You gotta go through me.
Listen here, cocksucker. You want to get to him, you gotta go through me. I love that, dude. Joey Diaz is one of my favorite human beings.
He's there,
of all time.
and Phil Lamar's there.
Phil Lamar for no reason.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't notice that until like a little while ago too.
Yeah, and it's not like he was like just beginning his career and he was an extra. He was well established. He just had a random scene.
He auditioned for another role. I forget who it was.
Really?
I think it might have been the doorman. I can't remember, but
he should have been
speaking of the doorman,
Is that your
He has a
favorite Bruce?
fucking name in the novelization.
What's his name?
It's really funny because obviously it's like, oh, you've got to look for Bruce Campbell in the Spider-Man movies because you know he's gonna be there. His name was Waldo.
That's fucking awesome.
Where's Waldo?
Yeah, man, I get it. That's fucking awesome, man.
And in the scene, instead of like how in the movie, how he's just like, nah, sorry, get lost, kid.
Yeah.
Basically, he does some shit to him. I think he webs his like feet down or fucking knocks him down or some shit, and he makes it into the fucking play. Like he gets to go,
What?
like he gets into the auditorium, but as he opens the door and starts to walk in, the show ends.
Oh no!
Like I wish
they had
fucking
that.
wish that's how it went down.
I wish they kept that, man.
Because that would have been even more like, oh man.
I just missed it. Yeah.
So another little thing about, I can't remember if this was in the novelization or if it was just like a deleted thing that they decided not to film.
Okay.
You know how after he leaves that, he sees the woman on the violin, a Spider-Man, You know how she pops in the movie a couple times?
Yeah.
There was supposed to be a scene where she's playing the violin and doing the Spider-Man song, and Harry Osborn is above her on a balcony,
Okay.
and he pours a cup of scotch on her.
Oh my god.
Dude, that would have been great. It's just like, oh, you hear her again, but it's focused on Harry, and he's just like, fuck you.
What do you think of the suit changes?
It's fine. Like, I don't mind it, but I love the first movie suit.
I hate that back Spider-Man for a
It's
2.
just-
I hate that back spider. It's fucking too small.
Yeah.
And
It
but
is.
I do like the blue that they used because in this movie at certain angles it looks black.
Which is kind of weird.
No, which is awesome, because for fucking those who don't know, in Amazing Fantasy, Spider-Man's first appearance, the suit was red and black.
Speaking of his first appearance,
Yes.
you know when Harry is laying down all of the pictures of Spider-Man on his desk before Ock shows up at his apartment?
Yeah.
One of those pictures that he lays out is an Alex Ross rendition of the movie suit doing the Amazing Fantasy cover.
What?
Yeah, it's like the whole like how he's in the air on the cover.
Yeah.
It's that, but the Raimi suit.
Dude, you got like the gates of heaven opening
Dude.
behind you, bro. You got the gates of heaven opening.
No, it's just the power of the sun in the palm of my collection.
Let me ignite a sun. Oh, and by the way, we're in New York City, thousands upon thousands of banks, and he just so happens to rob the one that Peter and Aunt May are trying to get a fucking toaster at. Get out of my face.
He just so happens to rob the same bank that was robbed in Police Academy 6.
Oh, is that more facts that you
Yeah.
learned? Look,
Yeah.
trying to slide that in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ain't seen a fucking Police Academy movie in your life.
Nope.
I saw the first one. It was fucking alright. But dude, there's some fucking writing in this movie that's kind of bonkers, man.
Go on.
Just that, and you know what? For the first time in like 5 episodes, I'm about to go to my notes. I fucking wrote it. I wrote it down.
We always do notes for topic specific episodes, and we never have.
I
to
never
look at
check
them.
my notes. Yeah, I know.
I have so much here for this episode that it's like,
Oh, yeah. All right. The inhibitor chip. If this breaks, these arms can control me. Let me make it out of glass. Let me make it
Yeah.
out of glass so it can break like that, and then I'm being controlled. Dude, what is going on here? Okay.
yeah.
There's that. Let me see. Oh. There's one more. There's some that I noticed last night, and I was earlier. I mean, fuck. And I was like, wait a minute. Jameson's desk is moved away from any near window into. His office is completely moved around, and his desk is in the center of his office, away from any window, so any bad guys
I
can't
never noticed
smash through it. Yep,
Never fucking noticed that.
I noticed that
Dude.
when I watched it. I was like, oh, he's taking precautions here, man.
So, do you obviously you remember the scene? Hey, he stole that guy's pizzas.
Yeah, I fucking love that.
You
guy.
know that was originally supposed to be Stan Lee's cameo in the movie.
Why didn't they do that, man?
They filmed it and everything, but I guess something was wrong with the footage that they were like, all right, we're just gonna refilm it with a different actor.
But that actor's dope. That guy does fucking stand up. He was in Chappelle show and shit.
Really?
He's fucking hilarious.
But I can just imagine Stanley. Whoa,
Whoa, he stole that
Ice
guy's pizza. That would have been
like
hilarious.
it would have been awesome.
But instead, it's a 2-second look out, and he fucking grabs the freaking lady. Like, oh, which brings me to something else. Okay, some more dumb writing. Doc Ock is a man.
Yeah.
No super strength, no powers, but he's taken haymaker after haymaker from Spider-Man and is just shaking it the fuck off.
That's another
Spider-Man
thing that I
he couldn't knock him out to save his life. And he's not like, I know he pulls his punches, but he's cold cocking, dude. Like
he's cold cocking him. He threw a fucking desk at him.
And he's fine.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine. I love Alfred Molina, dude, but it's like, oh my god, this dude's taking haymakers.
Alfred Molina, the outtake on the fucking DVD of him singing Fiddler on the Roof. If I were a rich man, because he was in Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
Are those more facts that you learned?
Yeah. Why are you hating on me? At least I have something to talk about this
because
episode.
you're passing them along as if you've known this for 30 years. Yeah.
The Fiddler on the Roof thing I did know because I remember seeing that outtake. I didn't know he was in Fiddler on the Roof, but I remember seeing that outtake when I was a kid.
He was in Dudley Do Right.
I don't even know what that is.
It's Brendan Fraser. He plays a Mountie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
No. Brendan Fraser. Remember when that was a thing?
I love him still,
dude.
I still love him.
Can we? All right. There's a fucking couple things I want to talk about. Do you understand how much they low key roasted the fuck out of Tobey Maguire in this movie?
Dude, because little known fact, he was a douchebag.
Yeah, he was a fucking apparently an asshole on the first one.
Yeah,
dude. You know how? All right. For all of those that don't know, Tobey Maguire almost dropped out of Spider-Man 2 because he had a big back problem because of Seabiscuit.
But there's a big rumor. Yep.
Well, and then he was going to be replaced with Jake Gyllenhaal, but he was like, "Nah, I want to come back."
Yeah.
So much shade is thrown at his back problems.
No, dude, no. What I was trying to say is that there was also a rumor that it was never a back problem. He wanted more cash.
Oh, that's another thing. It was both.
That was a big rumor. Yeah.
It was both.
But to give him some credit, the money thing wasn't his fault. Is that his agents were
his agent asked for $24 million.
And it's like, well, I need to get paid more than, like, what the fuck? Yeah.
$24 million or 10%. He still made $17 million just to say words on camera.
Can you imagine Jake Gyllenhaal as fucking Spider-Man?
Amazing. It would have been fucking amazing. It should have been him.
And then he's Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
But yeah, dude, so much shade. For one, he does the whole trying to jump across the fucking rooftop thing again.
And then my back. Yeah, no.
I'm back. Oh, my back. But there's little tidbit.
I know about one other one, but I'll let you
little tidbit relating to that scene. He goes, "I've got to maintain focus. I've got to get focused." When he falls, the car he lands on is a Ford Focus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So more shade with the back problems. If you look very, very, very closely on the Daily Bugle newspaper,
this is the one that I knew about. Talk,
dude. Please. Spidey and Ock rob bank. There's a little news bulletin underneath it that says, "Can chronic back pain lead to brain shrinkage?"
Yeah, major shade.
It's like, oh, you broke your back and you wanted more money? Fucking idiot. Yeah. Dude, they threw so much shade at him and his back problems.
And plus, dude, just the fact that he's getting shit. Like, dude, Peter Parker is having a bad life in this whole movie.
Dude.
A little too much. Like, how is your life that fucking bad? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And then everybody around him is like being too fucking harsh on him for it. It's like, all right, so he fucking missed the play. Do you have to like be like, oh,
He missed
when he
the
sees
play
you?
one night when Broadway shows go for fucking months.
Bitch, I'm living in a closet. Do you wanna fucking give me a ticket? Like, dude. Oh, by the way, John has seen it 5 times. Let me tell you something. Nobody's seeing a Broadway play 5 times. Nobody's fucking, dude, fuck that.
Nobody's sitting there for 4 hours in a smelly ass theater.
Harry saw it twice. It's like, bitch, I can't pay for these tickets.
Yeah. It's like, I can't even like afford to live half the time. And when I do have money, my fucking landlord takes it.
I fucking hate the line when she's like, but my best friend. It's like, didn't you just start talking to me like 2 years ago?
For real.
You just started talking to me like 2 years ago.
The first word she says to him is, "Oh, don't get my bad side." Like,
yeah. It's like
it's not your best friend. It's just
like
your
boyfriend. Your boyfriend. Yeah, your boyfriend kicked the shit out of me for like 10 years.
Let's talk about how fucking she gets pissed off at him in Spider-Man 3 for doing the whole upside down kiss to fucking Gwen Stacy.
She was about
when
to marry
she
a
does
dude.
the same fucking thing with her fiance in fucking.
Yeah, but to give her credit, they weren't together when she did that.
To give her credit,
but
she makes it a thing in the 3rd movie to say that was our kiss.
All right, that I see your point, but again, yeah, but
they're not together, sure, but it's like that's our kiss. All right, if you were so worried about it being your kiss, why are you doing it to fucking Joe Schmo from the moon?
I hate how she fucking agreed to marry him just to spite Peter there.
Absolutely, she looked him dead in the fucking eye. Dude, she is such a fucking cunt in this movie.
Dude,
like, I can understand being upset at somebody. Fine, we've all been there. But just to be an unrelenting bitch at every single fucking turn. She's so mean.
To miss one show and completely cut him out of her life.
One show when, I'm sorry, that Broadway show looked like fucking dog shit. I wouldn't want to be there either.
And then, there's one more line that she says that I want to comment on. But yeah, dude, she's just fucking way too harsh on him. Same with Harry.
Dude, everybody's harsh on him.
He's having
I'm glad that at least Aunt May was nice to him. There was a whole, like, I think it was in that script that we read when he comes clean to Aunt May that he's Spider-Man, not that he's Spider-Man, that he was like responsible for Uncle Ben's killer. She doesn't just get up and walk away. She straight up says to him, "Get out of my house right now."
She throws him out.
Yeah. She's like, "Get out of my house." She's like, "Leave."
Which I don't know which one I would have liked more. Like, which reaction I fucking would have liked more. I kind of like
her just getting up and walking away is more Aunt May.
Yeah, I kind of like that Grim and she just, gets up and leaves. And then 2 scenes later, she's like, "By the way, I know you're fucking Spider-Man."
2 scenes later, she's just like,
clearly knows that he's fucking Spider-Man. Robbie knows. Robbie knows.
Oh yeah, I heard Spider-Man was there,
and he just looks at him like, "I know what the fuck is up."
He's.
Oh my god. Do you want to talk about the game, or do you want to read more of your notes that I see you're reading?
Hmm.
Do you have any more like crazy facts that you found out?
Of course, I have so much.
Because as we were saying off mic, I kind of avoided looking at facts because you sounded super fucking excited to tell me about the shit.
So one little reference. Do you remember when Peter asks MJ, "Are you still in the village?"
Yeah.
So she was supposed to be in M. Night Shyamalan's The Village, but was forced to drop out because of this movie.
Really?
Yeah. So that's like a direct reference to "You still in the village?" And she's just like, "No."
by the way, about that same scene, she's like this close to him, right? Hand on his face, this close, and then 2 seconds later, "By the way, I'm dating a guy."
Yeah, she was ready to just fucking full on Mac on him, and then
close,
like,
and then 2 seconds later, yeah.
By the way, I have a fiance.
I'm seeing somebody now. What?
So you know how
That-
the guy brings Jameson his suit,
Yes.
and he's like, give him $50, and he's like, I can get more than that on eBay.
Yeah.
So back when Spider-Man 2 was being filmed, somebody stole one of the suits.
I know the story.
Somebody stole one of the fucking suits
More
and sold it on
more
eBay for
more than one.
20. More than one?
I think more than one got stolen, but 2 out of the 3 were fucking returned.
Yeah, one of
Yeah.
them sold on eBay for like $50,000.
Can you imagine that fucking guy finding that on eBay?
Dude.
How? Yeah, but how did eBay work then? Was fucking because like
I don't
like
know.
cards weren't the main source of fucking currency back then and shit.
Well, PayPal still probably.
Yeah, but when was that made? Like when was PayPal?
Hey Siri,
Frank's at my door. Wow, you're
when
asking
was
Siri that
PayPal
question.
founded?
PayPal was founded December 1st, 1998.
All right.
So basically, right when eBay was made.
Yeah, Sounds
That's
like
awesome.
it. Yeah. Dude, fuck it. I can get more than that on eBay. Fine, $100 and throw this man a bar of soap.
Jonah, this guy says he has something that you want to see. You don't have the head of an extraterrestrial in there, do you? Because if you do, you're the third guy this week. Oh,
So
I'm sorry. Go. Sorry.
go ahead. No, you first. My thing's gonna take a little bit.
There's a quick line that Aunt May says during that speech when she's talking to Peter and shit. She says, "Too few characters out there flying around like that." Does that mean there's more superheroes?
Well, we know Doctor Strange is there.
Sam Raimi, keep trying to connect the worlds, man. Too few characters. It's like in this universe, all we know is that Spider-Man exists. So what do you mean too few characters? Plural.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi doing his thing, man.
Yeah, because he
I love
wanted
that
to
shit.
do a connected universe. Even beginning of the MCU, they wanted to do the connected universe with Fox and fucking Sony. And Sony and Fox were like, nah.
Was it
Did you-
was it MCU that approached Sony to include the Oscorp Tower, or was it the other way around? I
Paramount.
always get that mixed.
Paramount fucking, because I don't know if you knew this, but Avengers
Paramount.
was such a big gamble. Like it was a make or break type situation. It was like, okay, if this doesn't do good, we failed. Like this is not going to go anywhere. So they approached Sony to say, hey, we want to throw the Oscorp building in the background, and if you want, we can throw Spider-Man into this universe. And Sony said, no, we don't want anything to do with that movie, because when it fails, we don't want to be a part of your failure. Fucking idiots. Fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like that was the dumbest fucking thing that they could have ever done.
Yeah.
Because one,
and
they
Andrew
miss out
Garfield,
on that
man.
payday, and two, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man would have been in the MCU from phase 1.
And he would have fit better into it. I don't know.
Much better. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is perfect for the fucking MCU.
But again, I don't hate Tom Holland. I just don't like the stories. That's all it is.
Tom Holland is a fine Spider-Man. He just, as an actor, kind of fucking annoys me because
Really?
it's an oversaturation of Tom Holland at this point. It's
Because
Oh.
he's the new star, man.
It's like, yeah, he's the new star, but it's like there are so many other fucking actors that these people can choose from. But they were like, people go see Spider-Man because he's in it now because he happens to be cute. So it's like, all right, we got to put Tom Holland in everything. Dude, I forgot what fucking movie I was going to see, but there were 3 Tom Holland movie trailers back to back to back. And I was like, this is
Wow.
fucking madness. I was like, this is fucked up. That's when I started to not like him. Like, how
Hollywood's changed, man.
it's like it's ridiculous. Like it really is, but he's fine. Like he's a fine actor. I'm just not a fan of the oversaturation of actors, because it's like you have thousands upon thousands of people that you can choose from to be in your movies, but you've got to choose the same dude every fucking time.
Dude, it's like that with everything. I was actually talking to my folks about this like a few weeks ago, how Hollywood, they cast the same 5 actors and everything now. It's
Dude,
always either it's either The Rock or fucking like it's just the same 5 actors that are in everything now.
But the thing with The Rock, like I'll vouch for The Rock. He produces most of the movies that he's in.
But I don't want to see him in every 5 movies.
Yeah, but fuck you. It's The Rock.
There's a limit here, okay?
Well, what's your problem with The Rock?
I don't hate The
It
Rock.
doesn't matter what your problem is. Yeah, bitch.
I'm going to get a drink. Even when I'm not there, you're blowing out the fucking mic. I'm going to get a drink. Talk amongst yourselves.
But yeah, dude, Spider-Man 2 is just, I love it. Like, I watched it for the first time in so long, a few days ago, trying to like get ready for this. But dude, I still love Spider-Man 2. Like, I really do. Like, I love Spider-Man 2.
More than one?
It's like, it really is neck and neck for me. Because I just like the vibe and the feeling of Spider-Man 1 more.
2 definitely, they up the ante with the cinematography. Like, it looks a lot fucking better.
Absolutely.
And the soundtrack is actually included in the film now. Whereas with 1, none of the songs that were on the soundtrack were in the movie.
No.
Except that quick scene when Ben drives Peter to the library. You hear
That's
some,
what we're all about.
but it's like low, yeah. But yeah,
Oh.
but
While we're
in
talking about the soundtrack,
Dashboard Confessional and Train.
Dashboard Confessionals Vindicated. All right, the song's amazing. Do you know the story behind that?
Is it about like addiction or
No.
something?
So the studio approached Dashboard Confessional and said, "Hey, we want you to make the main song for our movie." And Dashboard Confessional said, "We'll do it, but only if you give us an advanced screening of the movie." So they did.
I think you've told me this.
Really? Because I just found this out.
Either I read it on one of the on one of the Raimi pages that we follow, or fucking you and I had this conversation.
After the advanced screening, the lead singer of Dashboard Confessional wrote that song in 10 minutes. He watched the movie and was like, "All right, word, boom," and wrote the whole fucking song in 10 minutes.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
I think Ordinary by Train is the superior song.
Both of them are just as good as the other.
I
for
love
me.
it, dude. The fucking music video for Ordinary is on the fucking special features.
Mm,
When I was younger, I would watch that all the fucking times, over and over.
I love that.
So
fucking,
good.
dude. Michael Bublé's Spider-Man theme at
No.
the end of the credits.
No, the better one is during the fucking outtakes. Spider-Man, going to the
I thought you were gonna
sky,
say
Waterman.
Aerosmith, and I was like, no.
No. Zoop.
You want to hear
bada, bada,
something
boop.
cool about that though?
What?
How
Song?
Aerosmith did the Spider-Man theme for like the first movie or whatever.
Mhm.
Joe Perry, the guitarist for Aerosmith, is the guy who did the theme song for the 90s cartoon.
Wow, man.
So it's really cool that Aerosmith was involved with both versions of the theme song.
Also, didn't the Aerosmith version only play in the credits at the theater, and then the theme song to the animated show from the 60s played on the DVD cut, or was that switched?
I forget what it was. It
I
was some.
think it
kind
was
of-
switched. I think it might have been switched. I think the 60s version played at the theater, and then their version came out like in between that, and it was on the fucking DVD version.
Mm.
But can we talk about the previews for Spider-Man 2? Because I always talk about the fucking Hitch. I always talk about Hitch every time I fucking watch Spider-Man 2.
Overzealous son of a.
I love that movie. Hold on a second. I fucking love that movie. Hitch is one of my favorite.
Welcome everybody to our Hitch episode. Welcome.
Dude,
Do you know that Willem
Go on,
Dafoe
go on.
wasn't supposed to be in this movie?
no?
He was walking back to his apartment one day and saw the cast and crew filming, and he stopped to say hello, and the filmmakers were like, "Hey, you want to be in this movie?"
I think on that same day, because there's a thing on the special features during one of the like how it was made. Alfred walks onto set and it's Willem Dafoe with the arms hooked up.
Sam
and he's
Raimi's
like,
talking to Alfred Molina, and he's like, oh, we've got somebody here, and he's gonna show you how we want you to play this role.
And then you see Willem Dafoe. We live in a world. He's just screaming something while the arms are on him and shit. It's the best thing ever. Yeah. No. It's not even that. It's just this speech that he's screaming, and it's like the funniest thing ever. And I was like, dude, that's good fucking casting, man.
Dude, Willem Dafoe is a fucking treasure.
Yeah.
So here's a little, I'm not sure how true this is.
Okay.
So when I wrote it down, I was like, apparently, the alley that he drops his suit off in the trash can is supposedly the same alley that him and MJ share that kiss in the first movie.
No, it's a no.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I read that and I was like, I don't fucking know. That sounds kind of far-fetched.
Because the alley from the first one was like a bigger. I think that was actually like a back street. I don't really think that was an alley in one. Because there's a lot of space. I don't know.
Do
you want to talk about the game?
The dude, the scene where he has no powers and he goes into the burning building?
Yeah.
The guy who tells him that there's a girl inside is the same guy that says
one.
Yep. That he
you
says,
mess with Spidey. Yeah.
You mess with New York.
I love how you see actors return.
Dude.
Apparently
that.
Go on.
Finish.
No, apparently, not fucking. I think it was the train. Yeah, in the train scene, one of the extras was the fireman that was in one.
Really?
No, the fireman that he's holding on to the lady. He's saying, "Oh, the freaking roof's about to collapse. The fucking roof's about to collapse." He's one of the extras that's in the train scene.
That's cool as fuck.
And then this fucking Joey Diaz.
The burning building scene, that was all real fire.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
they had a controlled, they had a set with controlled flames and shit.
What's your preferred fire scene? This or one?
Oh, this. Are you serious?
Really?
I as much as I love the first one, the whole thing with him being a hero when he has no powers at all. And then he's doing his best.
Yeah, and then your heart sinks when the guy says, "Oh, some freaking soul got trapped."
Some poor soul was trapped on the fourth floor, never even had the chance to make it out. And then Peter's just like, "Am I not supposed to be happy?"
Yeah.
Dude, it sucks. It really sucks because he's like, man, I can still help people. And then it's just like, okay, I still got somebody fucking killed.
And then Ursula offers him some chocolate cake.
She walks into his apartment and then she looks at him and goes, I should have knocked.
Walks back out and then knocks.
And he's like, imagine if he was just like, not home.
Yeah. He just
a piece of chocolate cake.
Yeah. And then it cuts to when he's done and she's just staring at him eat this cake. I would like to think she was just staring at him for like a half hour.
Dude.
I would like to believe that there was no conversation. She was just sitting there just watching him eat and he was like, all right, I fucking gotta hurry up and fucking eat this. Oh, by the way, there's a message from your aunts. Let me tell you after I watch you eat this cake.
Dude.
I believe there's a hero in all of us. And Peter, by the way, I've known your Spider-Man for the last 2 years.
By the way, Peter, I threw out your comic book, so don't even fucking ask.
Do you understand the anger? The anger I would have felt. Like, what did you do?
So, you know the train scene?
My favorite scene. My favorite scene, honestly. My favorite scene in any superhero film ever.
They had that scene, they thought of that scene and had it storyboarded and everything before they even started filming the first movie?
Yep.
That's fucking crazy. He was just like, we're having a train scene at some point and there's not a goddamn thing you people can do to stop me.
Dude, he got right to work. They were doing an interview with either Laura Ziskin or somebody else. And they're like, dude, everybody else, once one was finished, we all took time off, waited for it. Sam got right to work. He's like, nah, one's done. We got to get right to work on two. Let's just get to fucking work.
Because he was having a good time. Imagine having that energy ripped from you in the third one. That's so sad to me.
Yeah. no, we want Venom in it. You have to put Venom. No, guys, look, I have my story. I want Sandman to be the main villain. Nah, the fans want Venom. First of all, I don't think I would give a fuck if dude, he's relatively low on my favorite fucking villains list.
Say that again.
Talking about Venom, I'm saying Venom's like kind of low on my list. So to think that like, oh, fans want him, it's like not all of us. We don't really care.
I
If-
cared.
if-
I remember wanting to see the black suit in Venom so bad, just to see how he would
Really?
look on like screen, because he was always so cool looking, and then he just looked lame as fuck in Spider-Man 3.
In the game, he looked better because he was actually bigger.
Yeah.
In the
So-
game, he looked a lot better. But those are conversations for another episode.
Speaking of games, I'm
Yes.
gonna get to something about the game real quick, but first things first, while I have it in my head.
Okay.
You know the part where he's taking the photos for Jameson at his son's whole shebang?
Yeah.
You know how they have the jazz band?
Okay.
The drummer for the
Yes.
jazz band is the drummer for System of a Down.
No fucking way.
Yeah, dude.
You know how much I fucking love them, dude. I didn't
That's
know
why when
that.
I saw it, I was like, no, sir. I was like,
System of a
that's
Down is
fucking
the
awesome.
shit, man. I love them. No
Yeah, dude.
fucking way. That's a weird fucking random roll.
Nah, dude. Like he was just like, Spider-Man.
System of a Down. System of a Down should have had a song in one of the soundtracks. I mean, by
the fact that he was in the movie, like, surprises me that they didn't.
by 3 they were already on their hiatus, but they were still doing music by 4, so they should have definitely had a fucking song on it. God damn, I fucking wish.
But while we were talking about games and shit, do you know that there were 5 different fucking versions of the Spider-Man 2 game? 5 completely different games that were unrelated to the other in both gameplay and story.
Well, no, I mean, dude, as I said, when they released that first E3 teaser, it looked like one. So I'm fucking not surprised.
We had
By the way,
they were all published by Activision, but
yeah.
Treyarch made the one that was for consoles, and then the PC was like an on the rails game. Like it directed you where to fucking go.
Yeah.
Like, you could only swing from rings and
Yeah.
shit.
Did
That was made by Fizz Factor.
did they have one for Game Boy?
They had one for the Game Boy Advance, which was a 2D side scroller.
Did you have it?
Then they had fucking dude. They had a game for the N-Gage.
Why does that name ring a bell?
The Nokia Gauge.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
oh my god, early
Fucking,
2000s, man.
I want to have an N-Gage just to have an N-Gage.
Early 2000s fucking shit, man. I love it.
You want a fucking Game Boy and a cell phone at the same time? You sick
I
of
love
carrying 2 different things in your pocket because you're a lazy piece of shit? Well, buy an N-Gage.
Oh my god.
Why isn't anybody buying an N-Gage? Dude, nobody fucking bought the N-Gage.
Well, dude. Well, yeah.
Why would you want one? You're playing on a fucking video game screen that's that fucking big.
yeah. Yeah.
That big. That big.
Yes. Yes, I know. I got it.
What the fuck, dude? And then you had the PSP version.
So you meant there were 5 different versions that were out. I thought you meant while it was being made, they had like 5 different versions.
No, they released
scraps,
5
then made it.
different versions of Spider-Man 2.
Wow. I mean, I knew the PC one was always kind of different, but I fucking forgot that there was an N-Gage. I mean, as I said, I fucking recognized the name, but I didn't remember that.
Yeah, dude. And they
Did-
were all made by different companies. So they
So-
handed all of these companies, they were like,
So the PSP version, did it look like did it at least look kind of like the fucking PS2 one?
I don't know, but it was like more linear. It wasn't open world.
Yeah.
It probably sent you level to level. Like you couldn't swing around and go from mission to mission. It was probably like, all right, you're done with this mission, you go to this mission. You're done with that one, you go to this one.
Yeah.
That one was made by Vicarious Visions.
That made Enter Electro.
Yep.
Now, do you like 2's game?
Yeah, it's great. Like I
Yeah.
remember it changing the fucking like it changed everything, and like to this day, it's still really good. But
Dude, the crazy
it's-
part is, go on.
it's overrated.
I was gonna say when you go back and play it, there's nothing to fucking do in it.
It's boring.
There's
Like,
nothing to
you just
do in it.
swing around. You swing around and deliver pizzas and catch balloons. Like that's it.
And you get no rewards, like as far as like when you 100, like when you completely beat the game, you should get some kind of reward. You should have got some kind of like costume changes, like even though that wasn't really
For real,
common.
like I'm surprised that game did not have unlockable suits.
Like even though that wasn't common, because you know, fucking Ultimate Ultimate had costume changes. The fucking PS1 version had costume changes. Spider-Man 1, the game had freaking, you know, costume changes, and then 2,
Mhm.
and I think even 3. I mean, obviously besides the black suit, there were no changes.
Yeah, dude, it's like
2.
kind of fucking boring.
I remember a few years ago, I found this random post on like Game Facts, I think.
Yeah.
It was a random thing saying, oh, if you 100% the game, they unlock an area where you can go change your costume. I fucking did it. I 100%ed Spider-Man 2. Turned out to be false.
It's just like there was a rumor that if you found all of the meteorites in Spider-Man 3, you could play as Venom.
And it was fucking false.
Somebody proved it like not that long ago. Like it was within the last like
Oh,
year
really?
or so. Somebody finally got every fucking meteorite and they posted the video and they were like, nothing. You get
Oh
nothing.
my god.
Like the dude fucking spent so much time to fucking
Like it seems like they completely sold that game on just the fucking webbing.
dude.
It's like we don't have to give you a lot to do. Look how good he's able to freaking swing around. Like, check it out. And then we don't have to add anything else to this game. I still love it, but it's just going back to it. After playing it for so many years, you realize there's nothing to do in this game.
dude, like I said, all you do is catch balloons and save the same 5 fucking city workers from the same dumb fucking things.
Yeah,
It's like what the
I
fuck?
I just would have loved to wear the fucking homemade outfit or the 2002 outfit in that game.
I'm surprised at least the homemade outfit wasn't there.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah, and fucking
Dude, I love like that. I'm ready to play that game when we're done recording.
I fucking don't have it. I had it a while. I think I might have sold it a while ago. Or
I have 2
fucking, I don't know.
copies.
For just GameCube.
I have
Or-
one
or
for
f-
GameCube and then for PS2.
I don't have a PS2. I have my Xbox. Oh, there's a part of that game that never gets answered.
Really?
The first mission when you got to go to Dr. Connor's class and you have to save this lady from a bunch of thugs because she has a case.
Mhm.
Don't let them get the case. They never talk about that ever again.
Yeah,
they
what's
never
in the case?
They never say what's in the case. You would think that would come back later on, like, oh, this was something big and it's gonna affect the story later. Nope.
You know what? You know
Nope.
what? You know what probably would have been the fucking shit that Connors needed to fucking regrow his arm.
It would have probably been part of a lizard story.
Yep.
No, because even though he was racing the Connor's class, that case didn't have anything to do with actually going to his thing, his class.
Then you know what?
Don't
We're making our own canon. We're
Don't
making our own canon.
let them-
She had the Krabby Patty secret formula in that case.
Well, Plankton
That's
already
it.
got it like 3 times. Don't let them get the case. Give us the case or you won't get hurt. Spider. We're gonna need more and more men.
Dude.
Why'd they want this so badly? I'm sorry, I can't really talk about it. All right. Well, I'll fucking see you later. And he just leaves.
He just dips.
I already know I think I already know what your favorite parts of that game is.
What?
The song when you deliver pizzas. Oh god. I can still hear you and I'm fucking holding the headphone here. I can still hear you. Dude, my favorite line in that game is after you completely destroy a pizza. When you come back, fucking he's like, I just got off the phone with a customer that says when they open up the box, it looked like their pizza fell from space. What did you do? And he just yells at him and then he leaves. But it's the I just got off the phone with a customer. He just builds up to it. It's mad funny.
He's just
I just got off the phone.
when you would do flips and the pizza would just go
Over and over. And when it's ruined, when you give the guy the pizza, when you leave, all you hear is, what the hell happened? They just leave. What the fuck? Just leaves.
My balloon.
I'll fucking tell you.
Be honest, you always pop the balloon.
The balloon.
You remember, the balloon?
There were so many times where I couldn't even fucking catch it. Dude, fuck that kid.
Always dropping the fucking balloon.
I lost my balloon. Well, you should have. I don't know. I'm fucking getting mad at fake kids here. I don't know.
I'm getting mad at a fictional 8-year-old from a video game that came out 17 years ago.
Man, that cake was good. I'm stuffed. I better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume and anymore. Trying to think of more fucking lines from that game. Dude, there's really
Mysterio?
Hmm?
Mysterio in that fucking game? Like the whole
I like that
carnival
version
level?
of him.
He looks cool.
And I love how during the show at the fucking stadium he had the old school suit on.
Mm.
And then when he finally became Mysterio, it was like a fucking new suit. But that whole part is probably my favorite part of that game.
Oh, me too.
Like
No
the parts, mind you, it can get annoying. Like when you have to destroy all the mirrors and they keep coming out they keep coming out of the mirrors and they're all fucked up.
Yeah, dude, it's kind of fucking scary.
And I love how, dude, the funniest part is that later on in the game, he comes back and they make it look like it's about to be a crazy boss battle. Know how when he's trying to rob the store, like later on in the game, and they show his health bar and it's like red, yellow, green. All you do is hit him once and it completely empties.
Yeah.
Don't
Fucking,
even-
it's just when you punch him in the fucking convenience store.
Stop, please, don't hit me. I'm done. But-
that was the PSP one.
No, 2.
That wasn't the PSP version.
I never had the PSP. I was one of
the PSP version is where
I was one of the 7 children that never had a fucking PSP.
Dude, I broke my PSP so soon after getting it by accident.
Really?
I got frustrated at it and fucking like went and I fucking like got really mad and fucking just like put my head down on it and I fucking cracked the screen with my forehead.
We're already at an hour here. Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened?
And I still have a lot of stuff to say.
Well, go on, buddy.
I
I just got off the phone with a customer. Did you ever play the arcade games in 2? When you would go into the arcade and you would be able to train?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I had to do all of those because, dude, as I said, when it said if you 100 the game, you unlock costumes. Had to do all of those. Had to get
And nothing ever happened.
every skyscraper token, every job for fucking Robbie. Hey Peter, I need you to get on the top of the Empire State Building to get these photos. You think you can do it?
Yeah, you're gonna tell me
Oh,
that
it's
Robbie
si-
didn't know he was Spider-Man?
The good thing I'm secretly Spider-Man.
Dude.
Spider-Man, huh? I'm gonna break your bones and make you cry for your mama. I'm sorry, I fucking had to.
The novelization, the novelization actually told you how Mary Jane met John Jameson?
Okay, how? Because I noticed that they don't ever show that.
When she was working at Enrique's.
The fucking Moondance Coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, man, that's cool.
He meets her at fucking Enrique's, and I guess her boss was being a dick to her, and he steps in and he's like, "Hey, why don't you fuck off?"
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll come by and have some of your Moondance coffees someday, and I won't tell Harry.
We'll
You know
tell
that's
Harry.
you that's a real place.
Is it?
Moondance is a real diner. I was watching Friends once, like years ago, and they showed it. Like I guess they either went to eat there or one of the characters got a job there, and they showed it.
Like on the outside?
Yeah, so Moondance is a real fucking diner. I don't know if it's open still, but it was.
Well, now we know where to go next time we go to
Dude.
New York.
Dude,
Already been to Joe's.
I had to cancel when you guys went.
Dude, every
wanna go back.
time I go to New York, I make it a thing to go to Joe's Pizza.
I've only gone to New York twice. Both times I was with an ex of mine, and we were with like a group, so I had to follow the group. So like I couldn't just
you can fucking do what you want.
yeah. But like dude, there was a White Castle like 3 blocks away from where we were, but our group was going the opposite way. It's like it's right there.
Ugh.
It's right down the street. And now that location is closed, and the closest one in Manhattan is like in Harlem.
Oh,
It's like God, we were literally 3 blocks away. Go down to 3 blocks and turn left, and there's a White Castle. They're like, no, we gotta go to the Disney store. Fuck the Disney store. There's a White Castle like 3 blocks away. Fuck the Disney
everybody's
store.
looking at you like, what? Little burgers?
Yeah, it's like they don't know.
Little
They're
burgers.
uncultured. They're uncultured, Josh.
Fucking people. Fucking the audacity of these people.
They're pathetic.
You know that tritium apparently is a real thing?
But is it like does it actually do what they like say it does?
Fucking beats me.
Can you really ignite a sun?
I didn't bother.
Can you really ignite a sun in a fucking midtown loft in front of 30 civilians?
While they're 5 feet away and nothing happens to them except for their jewelry flying off of them.
And fucking Octavius needs goggles, but the people 3 feet behind him apparently don't need goggles.
Yeah.
This is a breakthrough.
Yeah.
beyond-
What the fuck? How come he didn't give them like protective eyewear?
Oh, by the way, did anybody lose a small roll of $20 bills and a rubber band? Because we found the rubber band.
I love that
After
line.
after he says that, next time you watch, look at Rosie. She looks down and goes, as if, dude, as if before they walked in, she said, "Don't tell the fucking cast joke, please. Don't tell the joke," and he still did it. She
Dude,
looks down.
You know,
Go on.
do you know how she was originally gonna die?
It was more gruesome, right?
She was gonna get what? You know how like the sun, like it goes,
Yeah,
and has the fucking rays beam off of it.
yeah.
That shit was gonna catch her.
You know the way they made the glass look when they showed her after she was dead. You would think she'd be more like torn up.
She would, dude. A piece of glass that big flying at her like that would have severed her fucking head in half.
But I have a theory because when they do show her when she's dead, she has one freaking thing here, like freaking one gash. I think the glass went in her head
Yeah, definitely.
because like
Definitely.
she's not torn up, but it's that one line. I think the glass went straight in her head into her brain.
Dude, dude, that's
Only a spike.
that's a death that's like really fucking like wow. Like it made me uncomfortable this time watching it.
Also, did you notice in the game, I fucking almost said Osborne. Octavius's motives are fucking different in the game than they are in the film. Like in the
No.
movie, he doesn't blame Spider-Man for his wife's death, but in the game, he does. Like
Really?
in the game, he wants to defeat Spider-Man. Dude, your room is getting dark.
I was just thinking that. One second.
Yeah. I was about to say
One
the
sec.
freaking gates of heaven are gone. Look at that. All right. There's fucking one more thing that I want to talk to you about. Do you
Mhm.
remember when I found the random article from like 2003 and it said what the title was supposed to be?
Thank you. You reminded me of something I wanted to say. Go ahead.
Fucking I found this random article from like early 2003 or maybe even late 2002. And it was talking about, Sam Raimi's talking about his movie, how well it's doing. He can't wait to get to work on the sequel, The Amazing Spider-Man.
Dude, I remember
Spider-Man
that.
2. Spider-Man 2 was legit going to be called The Amazing Spider-Man.
Do you know the other 3 titles it was almost called?
You mentioned it the other day, and I've been waiting to fucking hear him. So please go
All right,
on.
so there were 3. What they did was they had test screenings, and each test screening had a different title,
Okay.
just to see what audiences liked more. Like,
All right.
so there was Spider-Man No More, obviously.
Okay.
What was the other one?
Wow. So they
the really bad one I fucking remember, but there was another one.
so they would have legit just named that movie after that issue.
Yeah,
That's cool, man.
it would have been. It was almost called Spider-Man No More. And then, did I not write this fucking down in my notes? Shut the fuck up.
Because you even said the other day, dude, one is fucking stupid.
One of them is horrible. Come on, keep talking. Just keep talking.
I was fucking thinking the other day, I was like, I wonder why they chose not to do that. It was probably the basic Hollywood. You know, we don't want to confuse the audience.
Yeah, because Hollywood thinks
yeah.
the audience is a moron. Like,
Dude, the way
they
Spidey's
have no faith in the audience.
Yeah, dude, the way Spidey's chilling on your bed, it looks like it looks like an album cover.
It's J. Cole.
Oh my god.
All right, well, I guess I didn't even fucking write it down. So there was Spider-Man No More. There was one other title that I can't fucking remember. And here is the fucking horrible title that I cannot fucking believe at one point they were like, that's what it's going to be called.
What is it?
Spider-Man 2 Lives.
Spider-Man 2 Lives.
Yes. Like, I want to know what motherfucker was sitting there and was like, hey, writing down on a piece of paper with a big purple crayon, Spider-Man 2 Lives sounds fantastic.
It doesn't even make sense.
Spider-Man 2 Lives. Yeah, dude, speechless. Like, the fact that almost made it, the fact that almost fucking made it. Like,
somebody
I'm
got
just
paid
like,
to do that.
Somebody got paid like $100,000 to fucking sit there and write with a big obnoxious pencil that you would have gotten from the Scholastic Book Fair. Spider-Man 2
Good
Lives.
reference. What the hell? I said good reference. What
Like,
the hell?
yeah,
What are we
fucking
doing?
dog shit.
What are we doing with our lives?
Like, Spider-Man No More, that would have been a fine name for the movie because it makes fucking sense.
That's low key a perfect title. But the Amazing
Spider-Man 2.
The Amazing Spider-Man, it would have been awesome because like the first one, he's just Spider-Man, he's becoming the hero, and then 2, he's the amazing, and then I wonder what 3 would have been called. It maybe would have been
Spectacular.
Or maybe Ultimate,
Mm.
or maybe was there a certain issue when fucking Venom first appeared? Like, was there a name
No, it
for
was
that
just
issue?
The Amazing Spider-Man. No, I don't think there was like a specific title.
You know, where the fuck does Sony get off calling the sequel to Venom Let There Be Carnage when they should have called it Maximum Carnage?
Because Woody Harrelson hilariously said it one time at the end of the first movie.
But Maximum Carnage is the name of a fucking issue. It's the name of a game. It could have been called Venom Maximum Carnage.
Yeah,
They
it could have been,
fucking
but you know, Sony, they're dumb as fuck.
again. Somebody got paid to do that. What are we doing
Let
with
there
our
be
lives?
carnage.
What are we doing with our lives?
Let there
Also, let me just fucking I grabbed the wrong side. I want to give a shout out to Kojo's Toy World. Fucking, I love this shirt and I can't
When
wait to
did they
fucking go there.
open?
March.
Mm.
He has a lot of wrestling stuff, and I know you're fucking
Does.
you're aching
There's
to
a
go.
lot of wrestling stuff. I think I saw some Ninja Turtle stuff there too.
He said he's holding the fucking Jake the Snake for me, so I'm fucking super gassed about that.
You better be there day one, buddy.
I fucking want to be. So hopefully it's a day where you either get out early or you fucking don't work.
Yeah, as long as it's not on a Saturday, I can be there.
Yeah. I can't wait for that. Yeah, and I fucking chose to wear his shirt because I figured brown and green, those are some Doc Ock kind of colors. Because I already knew you were gonna wear red or blue or something. So I was like, all right, I'll fucking go with the Doc Ock.
Speaking of Doc Ock, well, speaking of Spider-Man 2,
Okay.
out of
Because
all of the people that are in this movie, who's the one actor or actress that you think didn't want to do their own stunts?
Toby, no?
No.
Alfred was fucking against stunts?
Alfred, dude, Rosemary Harris, 70-year-old Rosemary Harris, who played Aunt May, did her own stunts in that fucking movie. And Alfred Molina was against doing his own stunts because he was scared. They had to trick him. They had to trick him into
but I
doing
mean,
his own
I mean,
stunts.
I get it. I mean, he's. I mean, look. I was about to say, yeah, he's an older guy, but we just said
Rosemary
fucking-
Harris was 70 plus years old, and she was like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I'll swing
Listen,
around."
man. Yeah, but you're talking about hanging on wires and shit. I fucking get it. I can't hold him to fault. I was fully expecting you to say Toby because I knew he did nothing, almost nothing. I mean, he did some, but it's like,
Alfred didn't want to
By
do
the way,
anything.
I
They had
hate-
to literally trick him. They had
By
to
the-
trick
yeah.
him into doing. I want to know how they tricked him.
Yeah, we're just gonna have you stand on the edge
They
here.
were probably just like, "Nah, we won't make you do your stunts." 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
By the way, these wires are just to make sure you're safe. We're just gonna have you stand on this ledge, and all of a sudden, just fucking shoots him up. By the way, I hate the face shell that they use.
It's-
Spider-Man's face shell, you can't even see them, dude. When he's in the fucking elevator and he's talking and his mouth isn't even moving, and they make his jaw come out to like here. I hate that shell, dude.
Dude, I hate that scene.
I hate the 2.1 scene. Yeah. Can I just give you some ideas? Fucking.
You can have a line of hammocks and it be like your web. Oh, you can have a men's cologne. You can call it
Thwip.
Thwip.
So thwip is an established fucking sound effect for webs.
You can have a
Hold on
series
second,
of
my fucking
children's
headset fell
books
out. I
like
can't hear ya.
Charlotte Webb, but without the pig. That line's funny.
I didn't hear
Also-
you. My headset fell out.
Oh, so you didn't hear any of that?
No.
Okay, so I was saying the whole line where he says we can have a line of children's books like Charlotte's Web, but without the pig. That
So
line is
stupid.
funny as fuck to me. And then he's just he's just
Yeah,
trying to
just fucking stabbing.
ideas and shit.
Um,
Ugh. 2.1 where fucking dude
J.
J. Jonah
Jonah Jameson?
Jameson in the fucking suit.
and he
2.1
he fills
2.1.
it up nicely.
Yeah, he does.
He's
2.1
ripped.
is so unnecessary.
But that scene with Jonah makes it worth it.
That's the only thing that they
Yeah.
should have left in the regular movie.
There's
Everything else,
that-
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, there's that.
Even Mr. Aziz, like his go isn't go, it's go.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah, it's like
yeah, it's that.
why?
There's a little bit of an extension to the birthday scene.
There's even more extension to the Mr. Aziz scene with him yelling at another coworker.
Oh,
Or
really?
Like at another employee.
There's also
Because Peter's like, why don't you get so and so to do it? And he's like, so and so got deported 3 weeks ago.
there's a bit of an extension to the train scene where Peter gets hit by a fucking train
Oh yeah,
when he throws that also kind of makes later on make more sense when he gets up in the train. He just can't even stand up and he gets knocked out with one hit because he got hit by a train. He just stopped the train. He's fucking beat up. He's
Yeah,
beat the
dude,
fuck
he's-
up.
This is like his first time being Spider-Man. And do they ever say how long he quits for?
I think the newspaper that says crime up 75%. I think it says like 2 weeks.
So
Because I know it's obviously more than a few days. It can't be a
Yeah.
fucking few days. It has to be like a few weeks.
yeah, because it affects everybody. I was thinking maybe like a month.
Raindrops keep falling on my dude. He takes the biggest bite out of that hot dog.
Speaking of that hot dog, that was a tofu hot dog because
Yeah, I
Tobey
know.
Maguire's a vegetarian.
Yeah, I know. When I was a kid and I read that fact, I thought I was like, what kind of madman has a veggie hot dog? You know?
Hey,
Um,
veggie hot dogs are pretty good, bro. Have you ever had a tofu hot dog?
I've never had tofu, but I've had a veggie burger, and it's pretty fucking delish.
The one from what, Burger King?
Both. I've had the one from Burger King, and I've had like actual fucking veggie burgers. Like
I was gonna say the
Uh,
one from Burger King. The reason why it tastes so good is because they cook it on the same grill that they cook the meat on.
yeah, and it's fucking
horrible.
smothered, and it's smothered in ketchup and mayonnaise. Like they make it taste good.
Ugh.
But
Dude.
no, I had a veggie burger and I had cauliflower pizza. where the crust was made out of cauliflower.
I've never had cauliflower before.
It's basically broccoli.
You want to know you want to know a little crazy thing that I never thought about until the internet made me realize?
Okay.
Before the MCU, this was the only Spider-Man movie to not end with a funeral.
I learned that last night. Yeah.
Like I never
I didn't even
realized
realize
that.
either. Yeah. Well, wait. This
Like,
fucking. Oh yeah,
'cause-
fucking before the MCU. You said.
Because the first one had
Ben's-
Norman's.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Norman's funeral. Third one had Harry's funeral. And then Captain Stacy and Amazing, and then Gwen Stacy in the second one.
And I love how both franchises end with the death of like the same name.
Yep.
Wow.
Osborn's and the Stacys. Can we? All right. I know
Spider-Man
it's
causes
not.
a lot of damage.
I know it's not the movie we're talking about. Can we trail off for a little bit and just say how fucking awesome it was to have Dennis Leary in a fucking Spider-Man movie?
Dennis Leary, I love him. I fucking love
Dude,
Leary.
he crushed it as fucking Captain Stacy. I love Dennis Leary,
Dude, have you seen?
even though he's
fucking-
notorious for stealing jokes. But who gives a shit?
Yeah, I know. I fucking learned that on Joe Rogan's fucking podcast, and it kind of made me upset because I remember when he released his new special in like 2009. You and I were dying at it.
Dude,
And I was like,
fucking douchebags and donuts.
What? Sorry.
It was called Douchebags and Donuts.
Oh yeah.
I think so.
I don't
like,
know.
I remember it being something dumb like that.
Rescue Me is a fucking great show.
Don't even get me started, dude.
I haven't seen a lot of it, but what I have seen is always good.
I've watched the entire show 3 or 4 times.
Do you own it or is it on a
Yes.
service? Nice.
I own it. I own it because they took it off of Netflix, and then when FYE in the mall was closing, they had it, and it was like on sale. And I
Really?
was like, okay, I can't walk out of here without this.
Yeah, of course. How much was the whole set?
I think I paid like 30,
It's not bad. And how
No, it's like
how many
8
seasons?
or 9 seasons.
All right, if
I
we're
can't remember.
if we're talking about other shows, I think we gotta wrap up soon.
No.
Who is
No.
there? Is there a performance you think stands out in 2?
What's fucking Henry Jackson, dude? The kid who plays Henry Jackson, or whatever the fuck his name is. What's the kid's name that's like, oh, I hear you take pictures of Spider-Man. Where's he's been?
Where is he? Is he coming
That
back?
that kid carries this whole movie. He carries it.
Carries that whole scene.
Like, no, he carries the whole movie. Like, the whole movie's dog shit up until that kid comes in, and he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna save this whole movie.
Did he ever
It
act
is.
like after that?
I don't even know who that kid is. I'm pulling your leg.
Oh, I fucking I thought you were serious. I was like, I don't know
no,
about that. Dude.
no.
Carries
no.
that scene, maybe.
Performances that stand out in this movie, obviously Alfred Molina. He is the best thing about this movie. He's the reason why this movie
Butterfingers.
is as good as it is.
Butterfingers is like my favorite line of it.
Butterfingers.
Butterfingers.
Why they didn't have a partnership with Butterfinger for this movie?
Because of the Simpsons, they've had that shit down packed for 30 years.
30 years. I haven't seen a fucking Simpson and a Butterfinger commercial since 1997.
2003, actually.
2003. Oh, same thing.
Oh yeah, but it's a year
Yes.
before this movie. I think they still have the contract. I think Butterfingers just doesn't advertise and anymore.
Yeah, they do.
I haven't seen anything.
Crispity, crunchity, Butterfinger. And it would just be the
Butterfingers
just
is
the
so
chocolate
good.
bar, like
Butterfingers is so good,
Butterfingers are good. I just don't like how they get stuck in my teeth.
dude. I gotta floss every time. I have to floss, or I have to eat like other food to make it move it out. I don't know. It's a real fat thing to do. I need to get this out of my teeth. I'll fucking eat more food to get it out. Anyways,
I gotta eat more to get this out of my teeth.
what do you think of the merchandising for this movie? First
You
time
know-
BK had the toys because forever it was Hardee's and Carl's Jr.
I had some of the BK toys. I remember one of them was like it was like eyewear, and you would put it over your eyes, and I forget what you would see on the other side, but it had like a Spider-Man on top of it.
Might have been like a hologram or something. Like or the fucking lenticular. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
As crazy as it sounds, when I was a kid, like I didn't have a lot of merchandise for Spider-Man 2 or 3. 3, I had nothing. 3, I got not a fucking single thing in terms of the toys.
3, I got less because that's when Hasbro got the license and the toys were dog shit. But I mean, you know, they had like a year to make the stuff, so I get it. But
Yeah,
Toy
they
Biz,
they were more into making the 3 3/4 inch figures at the time because of Star Wars and stuff. So they were like, let's just do it for Spider-Man.
sucked. It sucked. That Spider-Man that you're holding, I got that for my birthday, and I remember opening that up and screaming.
Dude, this thing is insane. There's articulation everywhere. There's like 3 points of articulation in the fucking feet. Every single individual fucking knuckle for the finger
Dude,
is
you're-
articulated.
Your frame rate is off the charts. It's like
awful.
stop motion.
Fucking awful. It's dog shit. I hate this computer. I hate this fucking computer.
You're rocking like
this
an
makes
iBook
Me
G3.
want to like. I hope you guys enjoyed this new
You're not even
format because
moving.
we will not be.
You're not even moving.
I hope you guys enjoyed this format because we're not returning.
You look fucking gross. It's super dark and you're not
Dude.
moving.
This computer's fucking gross.
Bro, you haven't moved yet. All right, let's go on a little bit, I guess. We got to wrap up. My favorite toy from BK was one that had wings and the wings were like webbed. And
I
it
don't
would
even
glide.
remember
It would
that one.
glide. You would toss it and he would like glide. I don't know.
Really?
I
I
think
don't
we
see. I don't remember though. I don't remember a lot of those toys. The only one I remember is the one that I fucking had. Spider-Man 3 had decent toys. They had like the big heads with the small bodies.
your audio's acting up,
You
buddy.
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All right, this episode's done.
This episode's over.
I'm fed up.
Real quick though, the best toy to come out of Spider-Man 2 was the one that had the magnets on his feet.
You think so?
Yeah, because you can actually have them stick on
I
things.
think this was because like this one's just fucking crazy. Like they really had every single bit of the fingers fucking articulated. Like that's insane.
We fucking gotta wrap up. We gotta wrap up. Your shit is
Yeah, we're wrapping up.
malfunctioning. Thank you all for tuning in to another
Yeah, I'm
lovely
done.
episode. Thank you all for tuning in to another fantastic episode of Blast from the Past. I'm Joseph M. Nostalgia.
And I am Joshua D. Rewind.
JDR.
JDR.
All right, thank you all again. Stay classic, Joshua.
And hopefully we unlock some memories for y'all. If you can even understand me right now, because my fucking shit is acting.
Thank you all again. We'll catch
Take
you.
it easy, y'all.
We'll catch you guys next time.